What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on and why we're seeing this crash here. Wait for some more people to trickle into the live. What's up, guys? Smash that like button. We're getting going here in the chat. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the crypto crash we're seeing for about 10 minutes. What's possibly impacting that? As you guys all come in, make sure you smash that like button. Pretty much everything but Solana and Hex, for that matter, within the top 100, seeing some really strong red day when we talk about crypto and where everything's headed. A couple of those gains have since receded. We were in double digits in the red, and gotten a lot of questions from people on the channel what they should be doing, what I'm doing. Is this normal? So that's what I wanted to kind of go over, because this volatility, as we look in like the fear and greed index, that's at a rampant high, and that's not going to change. That's not going to go anywhere. So as you guys are all getting into the chat, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe down below if you have not yet done so. And I'm going to give you guys kind of the nuts and bolts and why I think we're seeing this crypto volatility. Why Bitcoin is getting volatile, Ethereum is getting volatile. We've seen, down from and it comes together with some hawkishness from the Fed, some other stuff that's going on with inflation pressures. So we're going to get into that. Make sure you all smash that like button, like I said. Those bottom three right dots, that's what the big thing is here on these short lives, where we're going to talk a little bit what's going on. But it's understandable to have some concern, right? A lot of people are feeling some gains, some green days, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, we have a day like this where we go on Friday, people are getting paid, loving what they're seeing within their crypto wallets. And it's been one where, now we're getting these red numbers. And, but now that's since receded. And like I said, now we're just a little bit under 10% across of what's going on. Anything you want me to cover, touch on, drop them down below in the comments. Also, double tap that screen, get some likes. Really appreciate you guys stopping by on my lunch break. Just wanted to talk some crypto. Anything going on with that? Feel free to drop it down below in the comments. That's how we'll get this thing going. Um, there's a couple actual metrics that we can get into too, but more so within this is just something where we're just seeing a little bit of a pause. I think that's the big thing going across the board is it's just been a pause. Everything was running so hot. Bitcoin, Ethereum over 4K, Bitcoin all-time highs. This is kind of natural, right? And obviously not financial advice, but if you guys were around in 2021, you've seen this before where we've had these sharp sell-offs, these corrections, and it's only natural when you have a 30% gain to see Bitcoin have some profit taking days, have some people taking some green. It's really just something where this is very minor. I know for a lot of people, 10% is something where you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God, my crypto's down 10%. But that's why it's important not to be emotional, right? That's the number one key. Keep your goals in mind. That's another strong point to take home from all this. And more so, it's only natural. Like we said, 2024, Bitcoin was up 30%. And now as we get to these all-time highs and we're seeing just this healthy correction, right? It would not shock me one bit if we saw crypto go off tomorrow, Sunday, and start on a Monday weekend. After the weekend, see Monday just absolutely take off. It would not shock me one bit. So Welcome in, guys. As you come in, we only got one person that actually liked this video. Make sure you hit the screen twice, those bottom three dots at the bottom of your screen. If you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. We talk a lot of crypto here every single day on the channel. But welcome in. I want to pull up some numbers and go over some of the actual metrics when we talk about why this could be playing a role. Okay. Um, and it's something where there's a few numbers that are correlating within this pullback, right? And that's what I wanted to kind of bring into the equation. Talk about SHIB. Okay, Cotlas. Yeah, the Shiba Inu stuff, that's kind of just, it's on par. It's going to trade alongside what Ethereum's doing. So if ETH is selling off, yeah, of course we're going to see SHIB sell off a little bit too. But obviously, you guys have your own reasons for getting into crypto. And for SHIB, they're down 8.6%. Go across the board. Look at all the other altcoins, meme coins, what have you. They're all seeing similar numbers. They're all down. But we need to keep it in consideration. Look at SHIB and look at the year that they've been on, right? If you're buying SHIB today, I mean, this is a dip. This is a definite dip, and it's an entry point for those that believe long term. More so, okay. A lot of the cryptos that are having some run up, okay. That's where we look at Shiba Inu. They've dropped. Avalanche just passed them in total market cap, but within SHIB, guys, 18.3% down in the red on the week, and on the month they're still up 207%. That's what's most important, okay. So this little flash crash, mini crash, if you will, it's somewhat of a correction. Looking at those numbers, it's only healthy. We can't, as crypto investors, expect to buy a crypto and just every single day is going to be a green day and just go up and up and up and up. All right, it's something where it's natural to see these corrections, and happening on a Friday is kind of just in the spirit of, hey, it's a paycheck for some people, right? It's payday. People want to cash out. They want to take some profits, and no one will ever fault anybody for taking profits. Believe me, you. But when it comes down to taking profits respectively, that's a whole other conversation. Okay, so welcome in, everyone. Make sure you all subscribe down below. Smash that like button. Like I said, the bottom three red dots, as well as this, I think it's a double tap on the screen. But I want to show you exactly some of these numbers that we're going to go over here real briefly. Okay, and why this is closely associated with these numbers. There's just been a lot of pressure, okay, and that's what I'm going to get into because I'm waiting for this page to load. Forgive me, I'm at work, so I kind of want to sneak away and talk crypto for you guys while I still have the chance. But I'm trying to get this page to reload, and it's not going to do it because it's blocked by a firewall, which is unfortunate. But it's just basically the volatility that we're looking at within Bitcoin, okay. And it's something where it's a healthy move. I think that's the common sentiment. A lot of people that are new to crypto, this is a huge one because people are like, "Oh my God, my stuff's down 10% on one day. Why is everything dumping, 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 dumping?" Well, like I said, it's a healthy correction. Okay, that happens. We can't expect our crypto to go up every single day, and it's why it's important to take profits on the good days. Always take your profits on green candles because then it takes the guesswork out because you're able to do that in increments, okay, and as you go, and then boom, you have these red days, and they're not really going to affect you as much as some of the red numbers out there, okay. It's a panic dump, right? That's kind of what I agree with Bond in that regard. Before the new week, like I said, it's Friday. People are they're double dipping in their paychecks, just taking another cash out, and it's only healthy, and that's something where if we look at the charts and we see some sharp sell-offs, we see some uncharacteristic inflows or outflows for that matter, that's when we can really start worrying about liquidations. But for me right here with my crypto holdings, I'm not doing anything. I'm not pressing any buttons. That's just how I feel about it. It's a healthy move, right? We saw the CEO of crypto.com spoke on this a little earlier, um, showing that we had that sharp drop overnight. Okay. And that's something where now we're going to have Asia wake up to it. There's going to be a lot of that maneuvering going on. And it's probably going to go a little bit farther, but we've seen some buyback. We've seen these double digit losses, these double digit red numbers turn to single digits. So that's a step in the right direction. Okay. Everybody in this chat wants to see crypto do well. They want to see crypto go further into the green. But the best thing I can tell you guys right now is just don't panic. This is not panic mode. This is not a time to get emotional. We've all made those mistakes, and it's something where within crypto, you're going to have red days. It's only natural. We can't run so hot, run with steam, just trending into the green time and time again, and then boom, it just absolutely never shuts off. Okay, we're going to have corrections, and this in my opinion, is one of those days where we're having a correction, and it's probably going to trickle into the weekend. And do not be surprised though if you wake up tomorrow and there's a lot of people buying crypto tomorrow on a Saturday. That's just kind of how I look at it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Any more people out there want to voice anything going on? What crypto would you recommend investing into right now? Well, we talk about kind of obviously not financial advice. We talk about some of the plays and some of the strategies going on right now, some of the things that I'm getting into, right? For me, it's that sweet spot. If you want to see true gains, you want to see some big numbers, you want to see some exponential growths, that's where you look into some of the plays more so into that, you know, 15 to 40, that sweet spot, right? Where the market cap's there, they're not really evolved yet, and they still have some room to run. Some of the cryptos on that list, and just to name a few off the top of my head, not to give too much of a detailed insight and overview, that would be ones we would look at, such as like Aptos. That's a big one. I think Caspa has room to run, especially because they have not had any official, fully status being listed everywhere. Caspa is a big one where I think that's kind of sleeping in the weeds. It's getting overlooked a little bit, if you ask me. Um, Talked yesterday about the Ethereum upgrade. Look at the layer twos out there, such as Polygon, a couple other ones. They're going to look to have some success because of that ETH upgrade. Okay, but yeah, everybody's shivering. I agree with that 100%. I think there's a little bit where everybody wants to jump around, and when we have these huge green days, but then it gets red, and then everybody wants to press buttons and sell, and it's only natural, guys. Everybody's in charge of their own investments. They're controlled. They're controlling their own investments. They're looking out for numero uno. Obviously, that's something where it's expected. It's natural. Nobody wants to lose their ass in crypto. So that's kind of what I got for you guys. As you guys come in, make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe down below if you have not yet done so. But we're talking about just these rallies, XRP. Yeah, we'll get into that here in a little bit. But we talk about these rallies. We've seen the rallies go. You know, I mean, think about Bitcoin right now, right? If you want to talk about altcoins relative to Bitcoin, think about Bitcoin all-time highs, 70,000 and above. And some of these other altcoins and the memes had some fun. But where are the altcoins headed? We haven't really had that correlating pump that we would expect. I mean, they're up, but they're not doing all-time highs like Bitcoin is. That's not really a concern. That just shows me that we're not truly into a bull cycle yet. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Obviously, you guys are entitled to your own opinions. But we'll get into the questions. We got XRP in the chat. Yeah, XRP is struggling right now with some community issues, in my opinion, right? You have a couple groups of people within XRP. From my doing this for a long time, I've picked up on the fact and covering XRP that the people who have XRP, that usually is the only crypto that a lot of the XRP people that hold XRP, they only hold XRP. I don't want to call them maximalists, but they're just not like into other areas of crypto. And then there are some people that look at XRP and what they're doing, and they see them in the top 10. They see just this huge monumental market cap, and they're like, "Wow, they must be something special." So that's kind of where a lot of people get into XRP, and they are. I truly believe in what they're doing, but they're in their own category. So when we talk about some of the memes, we talk about Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, we talk about Pepe Coin, even some of the layer ones out there, Salana, Cardano. I still separate all of that stuff from the likes of XRP. That's just my personal opinion. I don't like to clump them all together, at least when it comes to what I'm doing, because I don't expect XRP to run with Bitcoin. I don't expect this tandem correlating effect that we're seeing in the market just because I have them in their own category. I think XRP hasn't experienced any kind of price pump. Um, I think that there is a little bit of suppression, manipulation that's going on. But if people view that Ripple's doing it, Ripple's behind the scenes, that's another conversation to be had. I just, with all of my research and everything that I've learned within my time in crypto, it does Ripple no good to see XRP's price go down, especially if they're selling it along the way. Okay. But that's pretty much my take on that. I do see XRP eventually hitting over $1. That's just how I feel. That's pretty much obvious if you watch any of my videos. So what else we got going on, guys? A lot of people here rolling into the chat, kicking a weekend off right. Make sure you smash that like button. 3 people have done that so far, but appreciate you guys all being part of the chat. Just came out here on my lunch break, just trying to get a little bit of crypto talk going. What else do we got going on? Solana, yeah. Yeah, Solana is one where you definitely can have some fun with Solana. Um, yeah, I agree with you, Hale. That's pretty much right on the money. Just having a little bit of fun talking about it, but there is definitely some overreactions going, and and I will tell you guys this, and it's tough because the smaller the crypto, the more extreme this is going to feel. But I'll tell you this: in these previous corrections, when we've had, even in bear markets, when we've had corrections, in my experience, um, it doesn't really matter how bad it gets. I mean, I remember selling a lot of crypto during the Russia crisis, where we are like, "Oh my God, World War III is going to happen." Selling out a lot of cryptos, that was one of my bigger mistakes I made because literally the next morning everything went up 40%, and that was my biggest panic mode, I think, in my personal opinion. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, it's just a normal correction in my opinion, but we'll continue to monitor it as always, and see if anything happens from here on out. Trying to pull up these numbers, but my stupid firewall actually is blocking this because apparently I can't get in crypto on this internet connection. Um, Thoughts on FLR and SGB? Um, Not really truly versed in all those. I think with Flare, that's one where we look into what they're doing, and it's kind of one of those, like, data driven layer ones, similar to Filecoin in a sense. There's a lot of bullish opportunities within that sector of crypto, um, and kind of one of those ones where nobody's talking about it, right? So the cryptos that nobody are talking about usually are the ones that do well because then everybody talks about it and they FOMO in. But for me, it's just I'm at the point with my holdings where I can't really own anymore. I mean, I can keep buying crypto, but it's not going to do me any good because eventually somebody just have to hit. We don't have endless supply of capital just to throw around, but I am going to look to buy some crypto today on this dip once I do some more research and see exactly what's going on. Um, but yeah, we're hitting that point where we're going to end up throwing darts at a lot of things. So I'm more so into the smaller caps, the launches right now, taking some of that money, getting back into the blue chips. That's kind of the age old strategy that works more times than not. That's kind of where I'm at all that. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like a rinse, wash, and repeat cycle right now with launches, getting in, getting out, and then getting back into some more of the stable cryptos. Um, I mean, Bitcoin was definitely running hot, Vaughn. So yeah, it's something where there's definitely going to be some back and forth. It's going to be something where this isn't going to be the only correction we get until the Bitcoin halving. So I know that's vague, but nobody has a crystal ball. In my personal opinion, I think the markets were running a little bit too hot, and this is just a very healthy, natural correction that we're observing. Um, but like I always tell you guys, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just here to talk crypto, just like you guys are here to listen. Trying to pull up these numbers though, because there was some data um, that was released. Trying to pull this up on my screen, and of course, the website I'm trying to bring up is blocked by my firewall. So I apologize to you guys. Um, but yeah, I mean, Bitcoin definitely has a chance to get to that 60K, and I do think there's going to be a ton of resistance. That's the thing. That's the thing you got to realize is, um, we're going to have a lot of resistance. But I'm with Hale on that. You can't really overreact to these dips because there are a lot worse ones we could be talking about. But the live's wrapping up. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, go for about 20 minutes, tell you exactly where my head was at. We're going to have a couple launches taken part of here on the channel. I'm trying to get a Patreon running up because, like, there's a lot of these smaller cryptos that, have very good potential, stuff like that. But I can't get necessarily that out to you guys in a YouTube way. So that's one of the aspirations I have is to start up a little Patreon, show you guys exactly what I do on the day to day and just have more of a one-on-one, you know, availability for everyone. So let me know down below in the chat if that's something you guys would be interested in. If you have any feedback or suggestions, yeah, similar to that, and that's how you get into the Discord. So definitely something I'm working on. So if you guys are subscribed to me, make sure you guys stick around because if I do drop that, which is going to be happening, I don't want it to turn it into something that like everybody else is doing. I do need to find a way, just ways to monetize the channel. It helps. I mean, we really do this YouTube thing for nothing, in terms of ad revenue, and without signups and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to make a living. But something where it is in the works. It is down the road for me. I just don't want to do what everybody else is doing. That's kind of why I haven't done it yet. So I'm gonna be working on that. But I do see this like I said, I do see some support coming back up within Bitcoin. I don't see this being some crazy number. We've already seen it kind of subside. If we look at just checked out the crypto bubbles, and yes, everything's red, but we're down into that 5% range, not so much the um, you know 8 to 15% range in the red. So we're gonna continue to monitor it. Solana's actually having a good day. Hex is up 27%. That's kind of funny. Hex was having the opposite effect. They were down a lot when everything was running. Um, but SEI, Say, Avalanche, Jupiter, Solana, those are all cryptos in the green today. So wanted to just take the time to share with you guys what was going on. Um, I'm going to try to make a video because I can't get on these numbers, because the numbers really out there, and there are a couple within economics stuff that you'd want to know and why this kind of correlates, but I can't pull them up because of this stupid firewall. So I apologize to you guys. But I will try to make a video covering this a little bit later in the week or the weekend, so to speak. But anything else you guys want me to go over before we get out of here? And also a big thing is too, if you type in crypto crash, you type in crypto this on Google, the first thing that's going to pop up is, they're going to highlight the big boys and everything's down, everything's down. They're going to show you all the ones that are down 10, 15%. That's just an aspiration to get clicks. You need to really do a deep dive, check the timestamps, check the actual market where things are at right now, because we've already kind of had some buyback on that, and getting back into it. But oh, here it is. So this could be announced within the PPI. That's the number I was looking for. Okay, which is 0.6% higher, coming down from the Fed. So essentially, what that's going to be is no interest rate will be cut in May. That's probably the biggest takeaway why we're seeing this. But you got to understand the volume's up within crypto. I mean, the numbers that we've gained over the last month, the percentages up into the green. This is just a very healthy correction with a little bit of a setback, I think, due to that PPI number. And like I said, it's only natural. The littlest bit was going to cause us to fracture, especially after running so hot for quite some time. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Next step, we're going to continue to track what's going on in the markets. Hopefully we get Bitcoin back to all-time highs, and then the altcoins follow suit. But I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts going on this Friday. Enjoy the weekend. We're going to have a ton of videos coming out. Make sure you guys all subscribe down below if you have not yet done so. There's bottom 3 dots in the bottom right of your screen. Appreciate you all stopping by. We'll see you guys on the channel. Cheers.